My name is Alice. I'm 8 years old. My dad was supposed to be home from his trip 2 days ago. We've been waiting for him to phone. He goes by himself in his Jeep, while Mom and I stay at base camp. We are in China, far up north. My dad has a lot of equipment, and he uses it to look for oil. Mom says, "John knows what he's doing, he'll be back soon." That's what she said yesterday, and the day before, but not today. My mom and I stay at base camp. My mom, she's called Ming, paints, and I draw. We do my school lessons and play backseat. Hello, Alice. This is Brad. I drew him myself. But today we are in our Jeep, and we are going to look for my dad. The Jeep has giant wheels and a big satellite transmitter on the roof, and you can drive pretty fast in it, even though there are no roads. It's bumpy though, and when I turn on my player, it registers all the new locations and goes a little wild. Maybe it'll help us find my dad. Mom keeps saying, we're going to look for wildflowers we haven't seen before, but she's driving too fast for that. Still, whenever I do see a flower, I point my player at it, and it takes a photo. Then I mail the photos to my dad, so he will know that we are on our way, even if he doesn't answer. Drive for a long time. We've never done this before. Gone to look for my dad. Things I'd like to be doing. Skateboarding. Going for a swim at a pool with a friend and without my mom. Playing backseat with a friend. Online or off, I don't care, and sharing the cheats. Playing with a dog. Maybe, though, that might be scary because we don't have a dog and I've never played with one before. In the middle of my list, my mom interrupts me. She tells me to turn off my player. It's annoying her. She is frightened. I am frightened too. It's getting darker. The sky is humming. The sky hums up here. I don't know why. As though it's electronic? We keep driving and it gets darker and darker. And the Jeep's headlamps don't make any difference at all. I wish I could turn on my player and look at the drawing of Brad I made earlier, but I'm not allowed. So I look out the window, though there is nothing to see. Things I would do if we lived in a town. have a bike, ride my bike to the cinema, see a Baxi movie in real time. Then I hear Brad's voice in my head, and he says, "Go that way." And so I say to my mom, "Go that way," and she does. And we see my dad. We see his Jeep. My mom shouts, "Where is he? Where is he?" Then I spot him running down a hill next to his Jeep, waving a torch, and he is jumping up and down as though he's afraid we might drive right past without seeing him. And when we reach him, he tells us that his Jeep broke down, and there's no signal here, not for miles around. He walked and walked, trying to find one, but he couldn't. How strange is that? And that's kind of a miracle we found him, that my mom must have the instincts of a bloodhound. And that reminds me, so I say, "Can I have a dog?" And they both laugh and smile, but I know they'll say no. We travel too much to have a dog. We're always on the move. Always. And we charge up Daddy's Jeep, and before we set out in the convoy, I say, "Let's go to a restaurant and celebrate," which is kind of like saying, "Can I have a dog?" Only even less likely to happen. And they both look at me, and they look kind of sad. Because they know, I know, there isn't a restaurant to be found for at least 500 kilometers in any direction. "Okay," says my mom, "that's a great idea. We'll go out for supper to celebrate." And I wonder what she means.